Okay, namaste friends. Welcome you all for Unified. We are in the 14th week, and this week we are going to practice on manifesting perfect health, which is everybody is looking for and everybody needs it, right? So another very important and most this is what everybody is looking for, everybody is struggling, and here is how Babaji is giving the basic knowledge. What is health? How we can manifest just by thinking and using this small practice. And every practice in the Unified is helping you to strengthen your connection with higher self. It's all about establishing connection with higher self. Once you establish connection with higher self, everything is going to be effortless, become normal, and ultimately it leaves you for your, you can say, enlightenment, or it's ultimately going to bring the bliss to you, bliss into your life, right? That's the whole point of view, and it's going to solve your life purpose of life, and we're going to live the life the way we should, and it's going to be effortless. So when you do that, what happens? All the God qualities will naturally flow into your life. So in essence, that's very simple. So let's go into this week, the 14th week, manifesting perfect health. I hope everybody is practicing it very well. So we are in 14th week, and after this we have only one more practice in the level 2. After that we'll go into level 3, which is even broadening our communication with higher self. It's going to be a different level in the level 3. So level 1 and level 2. Level 1 is just mechanics, understand the mechanics. Level 2 is applying those mechanics onto ourselves, and level 3 is applying those mechanics not only to you, the life around you, right? So practice. So level 1, level 2 things are very important, so that you will able to experience level 3. So I will go through the book once again, the 14th week, manifesting perfect health. So how to manifest the perfect health? Why we are spending so much money, and even after spending so much money for the health, we still don't have the health, and then we are not happy. By Baba is giving very simple, by believing you are healthy, by believing you have perfect health, so you can create it into your life, you can bring that into your life. How to do that? Okay, let's go through, and if you have any questions, we'll get to it. So again, Unified 14th week, manifesting perfect health. During your quiet periods each day, remember that it is your own self, your higher self, with whom you are communicating. So this I've been telling from the beginning. Your higher self means, don't think it is separate from you, right? It is your own self. When you are unified with the God, okay, that is your higher self. When you transform, or when you are unified with the, when you unified with the God qualities, you become your higher self or the lower self. It's only you getting transformed. You are in the two places. That's how you have to think. But at the beginning, since we are not able to experience that all the time, so we are, for the namesake, we are saying higher self or ourself. But ultimately, what you have to understand, it is you, okay, who is in the both places, right? I hope you understand that. Otherwise, we always separate from ourselves and then keep seeing as a third person. But you have to see it as yourself, as higher self, okay, when you are in the unified state. There are many forms of life, and Baba is telling the importance of clearing and closing arrow. Why it's important? Even in the 14th week, Baba is stressing why you need to keep close and clear arrow. So please listen carefully. There are many forms of life beyond your senses, and some are quite aware and feeding you guidance. Baba is saying that those other forms of life, which is beyond the physical nature, they are saying they are quite aware and feeding you guidance. They are like giving you guidance. Okay, others are busy bodies that delight in your attention. Okay, there are other beings who is delayed in your attention. Their communication may or may not be helpful. Okay, the chances are very good that it would be useless for you, if not harmful. Okay, that isn't because those souls are trying to be intentionally misleading or mischievous. They simply do not have the awareness to help. What ultimately Baba is saying, there are beings, there is energy forms beyond physical nature. Okay, there are some good beings who are trying to help you, are trying to guide you, where other beings, with other lot of beings who are mischievous, who don't know what they are doing. Okay, so if you go by the influence of other beings, okay, which is beyond the physical nature, it becomes useless for you. Therefore, what Baba is saying, you must always follow the procedure exactly for your quiet period. The quiet period procedure, you must follow it. Okay, don't try to shorten it. Always unify with the God. So the process is always unify with the God. How do we unify? We just remembering the God qualities and applying those qualities to yourself, and most importantly, accepting that quality. Okay, feeling and living that quality is important. The moment you literally accept 100%, you instantly increase your vibrations, you instantly change your frequency. Always clear your aura of any uninvited influences. This is most important, right? You unify with the God, and always clear your aura of any uninvited influences. That means you instantly coming to the awareness of your energy and your current state of being. Always close your aura, right? Clear and close your aura, and always have your higher self signal. These three, right? Unify with the God qualities, clear aura, close aura, and then have the higher self signal. These four are basic things you should always follow. These safeguards are essential, and there is no shortcut. Baba is saying there is no shortcut for that. You have to follow these four things every time before you have any communication with higher self. And another most important thing that I don't know how many people are following, you also need to remember not to add to this course. Okay, strictly follow whatever is described in the book, whatever the practices is given in the book. Do not try to add any extra things into your life, right? Any of that. So please always just go by these practices that Baba is given. Don't try to add anything. Don't try to ask any other personal questions, right? Don't try to do. You have time. Okay, in the third week we have more practices. Do that. Don't anticipate. Don't feel that you are ready for more specific creating formulas. See, Baba is telling not to create any other specific formulas. Okay, not yet. Okay, safety first, and then strengthening the communication with higher self is most important. Okay, safety first, always your consideration. It is only time. Okay, take each lesson as it is given. Just take as it is given. Gradually you come long way. Now you feel comfortable with the concepts of your divinity. Most importantly for us is feeling those divine qualities and strengthening the communication. We have a lot of time to personalize this course to yourself, but for now just go by the course that Baba has given. Just go by the creating formulas that Baba has given to you. Your perfection and wholeness, and you now grasp the reality of your oneness with the everyone and everything, right? We slowly start realizing our oneness with the everything within you, around you. You now understand how you are creator and how you are constantly creating your experience. Most importantly, now we are realizing we are the creators, and how we are constantly creating the experiences by thinking, right? Every day we know the basic form is the thought. Without thought there is no creation, there is no experience. Whether is it happening with your awareness or without awareness, that's a different thing, but everything has a thought. Last week how we did, we tried to have them. Okay, so the 13th week, the most important, spontaneous right action. We try to do right action with the right thoughts. So that's what we coming to close, right? Everything has a thought. Without thought, there is no experience. Now we appreciate the difference in the qualities of our experience. So once you change your thought, your experiences change. Now you should start appreciating the quality of your experiences, the quality of life when your thoughts are in tune with, and in same as the God's thought. Our quality of life will increase when those thoughts are in tune with the God's thought. And you will have the bliss, you will have happiness, everything that you are looking for when your thoughts are in tune with the God's thought, when you start living by the God's thought, not the thought that you create on your head. Whenever you experience pain, you know these basic things, right? How you see, whenever you experience pain, you know your thoughts need correction. So how simple is that? It's very easy, right? Whenever you experience the pain, you need a correction in your thoughts, and there can be no pain with the God's thought. Baba is saying there can be no pain with the God's thought. Only His qualities are manifested with His thought. God is not pain. He knows of no such experiences. See, how many of you accept this? God is not pain. He knows of no such experience. Baba is saying God doesn't know what is pain. Okay, God doesn't experience the pain. So we also should not. If you are in tune with the God's thought, you should not experience the pain. Okay, pain is your own manifestation. Pain is your own manifestation. Medical science is finally appreciating the power of our thoughts on our health. Okay, see, Baba is explaining how you can have the perfect health. Okay, evidence is overwhelming now. People have cured the incurable by thinking themselves perfectly healthy and believing it. So Baba is saying people are cured the incurable by thinking themselves perfectly healthy and believing it. If you think you are perfectly healthy and you believe in it, you obviously can cure anything, incurable also. So by just thinking and believing you are perfect, you can have the perfect health. As simple as that. The whole new body of science is developing, and there are a lot of things happening. Even more profound is that, the pain of poor health is not reality. The pain of poor health is not reality. It is an illusion. Remember, you can create your own individual experience. However, you cannot ever change what you really are, what you are created as. You can only change your experiences. What Baba is saying, you are the creator. Whether you are creating a painful experience or a pleasure experience is ultimate you. But what you need to remember and you have to realize is you are a creator. Okay, you are a perfect being. But sometimes you are not creating the experience that you are looking for. That's because you don't have the thoughts in tune with the God's thought. Very simple is that. But remember that you are a creator, that you cannot change. Sometimes you are creating experience, unpleasant experience, that's a different thing, but the truth is you are the creator. Okay, see what Baba is saying. Even if you experience a cancer, you are still a perfect in reality. Even if you have some kind of a disease or illness, you still have the perfect, you still have perfect in reality. If you experience ulcers, in truth you are well. You can bring on any kind of experience you think. You cannot alter the fact you are created perfect. Okay, still perfect and always will be perfect. Irrespective of whether what kind of disease you have, you are still a perfect being. That's what Baba is saying. Okay? While this is a fact, the problem has gone unnoticed. Okay, but the problem has gone unnoticed because the connection of your thoughts to your health is not so obvious. No one thinks. Okay, right? So Baba has thought through it in every other angle that people can think of. So he is giving all the questions and answers in the same book in only 2 pages that he is doing. I don't know how he is managed to do this, but it's ultimate thing Baba has given this course. Okay, so now obviously we'll have questions, right? Nobody want to experience. See, Baba is itself saying, no one thinks I want to experience cancer, I want to be blind, or I think I will get cold this week. Of course, these thoughts are very powerful and would indeed affect your health, but the type of thoughts that deny your perfect health are usually not so obvious. Okay. See, but the type of thoughts that deny your perfect health, the type of thoughts people has is this is that deny your perfect health are usually not so obvious. They are not directly linked to the disease, but but thoughts are creating it. What kind of thoughts that are creating the disease is here. This is most important out of this chapter. What kind of thoughts that are creating the disease? Okay, Baba is given two very important things. So if you remember this, you can instantly change your health. One very common thought that produces ill health is the grudge. Okay, very common thought that produces ill health is the grudge. You believe someone has hurt you. This is most important. Please close your eyes and check. If you think anybody has hurt you, that thought will create a illness in you. So you hold a grudge. This thought stops the flow of life force. Okay, the thought of grudge stops the flow of love. Okay, love is your life force. When you hold a grudge, you intentionally stop the love. Okay, the topmost thing that creates ill health is the grudge. You think that somebody has hurt you. Okay, somebody has created pain for you, somebody has created trouble for you. That thought is the creating ill health. This is most important thing, right? And the second one is, another such thought is a fear of something. Fear. Okay, fear is another one that creating the problem for us, creating health problem. Okay, and again, any fear cuts of love. If you have fear, because the fear is in so many different forms now, right? So if we look at the life, we are living by fear. We are not living with the love, we are living with the fear. Think about how the fear is, right? Fear of future, right? We always look for the safety, we always look for the settlement. That means you always have a fear of the future, you have fear of tomorrow. When you have fear of tomorrow, that means you are living with the fear. When you are living with the fear, how can you have the perfect health? Okay, fear of wealth. We always think that we don't have enough money. Okay, fear of relationships. It's all relationships. We look at like any form, like spouses, kids, friends, right? Fear of job. All look at, close your eyes and you think any direction. Majority of the people living with the fear, right? So when you live with the fear, obviously you stop the flow of love. So, and when you stop the flow of love, obviously what happens we know. So another such thought is a fear of something. Again, any fear cuts off love. Fear is simply your, so what Baba is saying, fear is simply your denial that you are perfect. The moment you fear, you are denying yourself that you are perfect, and a denial of fact that nothing can change your perfection. Somehow you have manufactured the idea that something can bite into your perfection and change you for the worse. And this unfounded fear, see Baba is saying unfounded fear denies the life force of love. So what we have to remember is two things: grudge, second is the fear. These two things are denying the perfect health for us. If we can get rid of these two, and if we can start living with the love and acceptance, you can instantly change anything in your life. Okay, the life force of love, remember this, the life force of love always recognizes your perfection. When it is flowing, you can only experience that perfection. Regardless of your experience of pain, when the life force of love comes into your life, perfection must return. It doesn't matter so far what you experience, what kind of problems you have. The moment the life force of love returns, everything changes, your perfection returns. That means Even cancer or incurable can be cured instantly. Okay, the life force can transform anything because you are the perfect, you are the creator. Okay, any thought that is not one with the God's thought is a potential for the pain. So any thought, okay, these two thoughts Baba is given, but any other thought which is not in tune with the God's thought is a potential for the pain. Okay, that can cause the pain for you. Look at the list of your thoughts. So most important thing, look at the list of your thoughts that are at odds with those of God. Any of those could be prodigalness, any of these deny love by denying your true nature. Okay, look at your thoughts and see what thoughts not in the God, in tune with the God's thought, and they could be the reason that creating the illness in your life. As simple as that, right? Very simple. No attempt will be made to expand further on the types of thoughts you have that may need correction, but you know what they are. They inhibit your flow of love, because those thoughts will stop the love, the flow of love into your life, the life force of love. Okay, it's very simple, friends. So I hope you understand. Very simple. What Baba is saying, that your thoughts are creating this illness in you. Okay, the most important thought, the grudge and the fear, because I see the fear in everybody, and the way of living is out of the fear. The governments, the way of work is fear. The companies, the way of work with the fear. Okay, this entire is the world is running on the fear. So once you start living with the fear, obviously you create some kind of problem. You should start living with the love. When you start living with the love, the life force will return, and when you live with the love, there is no way that you will experience the pains or suffering. Okay, so this week we have two practices. I hope you understand the theory behind it. Unless you understand the theory behind it, you cannot create a formula and you cannot experience the love. So understand, close your eyes. Grudge. Do you think somebody has hurt you? Do you think somebody has troubled you? If you think so, just get it up. Second is, do you live by the fear? Close your eyes, and fear means, do you still depend on anything? Do you fear for tomorrow? Do you fear for next moment? It could be any form, right? And if you think so, get it up. Start living with the love. Okay, so what we are doing this week is, we are doing two practices. First one is creating formula for perfect health. Okay, we create a formula for perfect health, the 7-step formula. Okay, use your quiet period to expand on your list of thoughts that can inhibit your perfect health. Freely use your yes/no signals to verify your communication with higher self. Use them to check with the formula. Need to check your inhibiting thoughts. As with the last week, become very familiar with the formula for perfect health. Say it each day with love and confidence. It is true. Very simple. So we create 7-step formula for a perfect health. So only thing that you have to check is, we accept, claim and accept the perfect words for the claim and accept, and the thoughts that are blocking your perfect health. These two things are the one that you have to practice. So how do you check? You have to ask your higher self, please give me the perfect words for my claim and accept, and please reveal to me the thoughts that are blocking my perfect health. You ask higher self and you get it, and always use yes/no signals as many times as you want to get the right words, the right sentence. Okay, dear friends, that is practice 1. By this time you must be become familiar with the 7 steps. We've been doing this for so many weeks. If you still don't know the 7-step formula, there is nothing that we can help you, right? And that means you are not really making progress. So when I say 7-step formula, you should become very familiar. Take a notepad and write the 7 steps, and then once you have the formula, and you can every day repeat it. Okay, in this, the most important part is the claim and accept and the thoughts. What kind of thoughts do I have? What kind of thoughts that are blocking my perfect health? Okay, what are the thoughts that are not in tune with the God's thought? I hope you understand the practice 1. And the second, okay, know that when the formula is said, okay, most important to say that because we are doing a manifesting formula for perfect health, right? Once you say for the first time, that means you have set that motion. Your perfect health is in the motion. Okay, it has started at the subtle level and it is trying to bring to the surface, bring into your physical. And when you say second day, you should already know that it's already started. All you are doing is pushing it further. Okay, don't think that it did not happen, it already started. Let's say today we practice our 7-step formula. That means your perfect health has started at the subtle level. When you come back and do it tomorrow, what we are doing, we are just pushing what has already started yesterday. I hope you understand that. That means you are believing in the formula. If you don't believe, it's not going to happen. That's what, right? So perfect health is possible when you think you are perfect and you believe it, and it will come into your physical. So this is what you have to understand. You have to set in motion whatever it takes to have perfect health. Then the next time you say the formula, know that the process has already started. It has perfect health has already manifested at subtler level. The physical expression now must follow. It must, it will. Therefore, never repeat the formula because you think nothing has happened. So, you would better do another. Rather, repeat it formula to add a push to what has already been started. This is very important that you understand, right? Once you say it, that means it has started. And every time you say next time, you are just pushing what has already started. Okay. And the second practice that we are doing is pick out some health problems you are experienced. Let's say you have any health problem, pick that. Let's say you have multiple, pick the top one or pick one of it. Okay, pick that the problem that you have. Use a quiet period to find out from your higher self what thoughts need correction. Okay, you need to find out what is the thought that has created this problem in your life. You have to find out those thoughts, right? So that is the second step we are doing. So because we have a lot of problems, most important health problem this week, pick one of the health problem and try to find a thought behind that. Okay, then write a creating formula. Say this formula this week along the formula for perfect health starting now. However, you need not repeat this whole formula if this one immediately follows the perfect health. Okay, repeat only the sections that are different. Claim and accept, thoughts with thanks, and then amen, right? So what we are doing is we are trying to find the thoughts and correct those thoughts behind that health problem, one of the health problems. Okay, so expect to notice strides toward the perfect health this week. It is your divine heritage. Always remember, it is divine heritage to have the perfect health. You are returning to the truth of a perfection. Okay, dear friends. And most importantly, before go to bed, always remember, send your love and light. Okay, and then forgiveness next time. Okay, thoughts, forgiveness, forgiving. Please do that. Always close and clear your aura throughout the day, wherever you go, whenever you see some new people, new places, new events, all of that. And before go to bed, send your love and light and forgiveness. Practice the forgiveness, thinking that it is your mistake in thinking, not others. Forgiving means forgiving love. Okay, dear friends, that is about manifesting perfect health. I hope you understand. Very simple. Babaji is saying that your perfect health is because you had some wrong thinking. You had, and if you change the thinking, you perfection must return to you, and there is no other option, because we are the creators. We can create anything that we want. So with that, so we will conclude the theory part and we will go into the practice. Before that, anybody has any questions about the practice? This week we are doing two practice. One is creating formula for the perfect health, and second is pick one of your health problem and find out the thoughts and set the correction in those thoughts. Okay, dear friends, any questions? If not, let's go into meditation. Perfect. Let's go. Everybody close your eyes. Relax yourself. We'll do 30 minutes meditation. Close your eyes. Clasp your hands. Cross your legs. Completely relax into this present moment. Bring your entire awareness into this moment, dear friends. Take a deep breath, exhale slowly, and feel your entire being. Scan through top to bottom. Make sure every part is relaxed. Slowly observe your natural normal breath. Be in this present moment. Invite your higher self. Let us invite Mahatar Babaji. Connect to Patriji consciousness. Connect to astral pyramid energies. And we're all one being collectively. Do not analyze, do not use your thinking mind. Just be with your breath or be in this present moment. Dear friends, whenever you are ready, slowly bring your awareness into your heart center, center of your chest. Breathe gently and slowly. Feel the love for yourself. Let go all your worries, let go all your anxieties. Surrender to your higher self. Completely immerse yourself into this divine love, accepting everything as it is. Let us unify with the God. Say these words and accept it. Apply it to yourself. God is love. God is light. God is happiness, joy, and bliss. God is peace and gentleness. God is all-knowing intelligence. God is perfect. God is abundance. God is non-judgmental. Apply all these qualities to yourself, friends. Completely accept it. It is a true nature. Be fully aware and consciously practice it. Apply all the qualities to yourself. Close your aura and clear your aura, dear friends. To all the uninvited influences in my aura, I send love and light to you. Each of you created as a love and light, and you are still a love and light. You each has no fear and no pain, and you each have a perfect place to go. I ask my higher self to take you there. Please go in peace. I close my aura to all except my higher self. Please ask your higher self signal. My higher self, please give me my higher signal now. And please state the purpose of today's meditation is to create a formula for perfect health. My purpose of meditation is to create formula for a perfect health. Dear friends, be fully aware. Know that you are fully connected to your higher self. You are your higher self. Completely be in the heart center. Let us create 7-step formula for perfect health, dear friends. Be fully conscious and be in the heart center completely. Be out of your logical mind. Become in tune with higher self. Completely trust the process, dear friends. 7 steps. The first one is God. Remember our God qualities. Unify with the God. Second is apply these qualities to yourself. Third is claim and accept. Write your claim and accept or recall. Ask your higher self for the perfect words. I claim now that my perfect health. I accept now that my perfect health. Take your own time. Go at your own pace. Be fully aware, be fully conscious in your heart center. The fourth one is thoughts with. Ask higher self the thoughts that are hindering your perfect health. And correct those thoughts. My dear higher self, please give me the thoughts that are hindering my perfect health. Use the yes no signal to perfect it, to get the right words. Ask your higher self the thoughts that are blocking your perfect health and correct those thoughts. And the forgiveness. My heart is always in a state of forgiveness. Forgive everyone and everything. Do not hold on to grudges. Let go. My heart is always in a state of forgiveness. The thank higher self. Use your own pace, own time. The last is Amen. And release this claim and accept to the natural laws of creation. Last 5 minutes. Just be in that heart space, dear friends. Be connected in that love, the life force. Let this life force flow into your entire being, all aspects of your life. Dear friends, you can also do that. Pick one of the health problem that you have and try to find out the thoughts behind it and correct those thoughts. Last 3 minutes, friends. Slowly bring your awareness back into heart center. Feel yourself. Let us send our love and light. Send the love and light to your entire body. See this entire body filled with this light. Do not judge. Know that your love and light can transform everything and anything. Send this love and light to entire house and everybody in the house. See that they are receiving it. Send this love and light to entire community. Send this love and light to entire city and state. Send this love and light to entire country. Send this love and light to entire Mother Earth. So everybody and everything, every creature, every plant, every being on the earth is receiving your love and light, and everybody living in joy and harmony. Thank you, dear friends. Slowly bring your awareness into yourself. Feel your physical body and express a deep gratitude to higher self, Author Babaji, Pitama Patreji, the entire Omega team, and everybody who participated and shared their love and energies today. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Last 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Slowly place your hands on your eyes, and when you're ready, please open it with a great smile and continue these energies. Continue the practice. Live yourself in that love. Let that life force of energy, the love, let it flow all the time. When the life force returns, your perfection will return too. Thank you, dear friends. Thanks for giving me opportunity. If you have any questions, if you have any experience, please share it, dear friends. Otherwise, we'll end it. Thanks, madam. Thank you for giving opportunity.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for explaining how to manifest perfect health this week. Yeah, we have to be careful about our thoughts. Thank you so much. And masters, anyone has any questions, please raise your hand so that you can unmute yourselves. Yeah, I don't see anyone, sir. Yeah.
Good, madam. So please practice it, friends. It's important you read yourself, understand it, and then you apply. Simple. Take one of your health problem and practice this full week and see how amazingly that disappears. Because that is how we experience it, and that is how we start living. So we are transforming ourselves from deeper self. Once you transform, your perfection must return. That's very simple. It only happens when you practice it, when you give your attention, when you give that seriousness to it, and then once you experience it, entire life will transform. So very simple.